ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। यथाग्नेर्दाहिका शक्तिः रामकृष्णे स्थिता हि या सर्वविद्यास्वरूपां तां शारदां प्रणमाम्यहम्। नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे। The temple and its purposes for which it was designed. And we saw various things, how we are going to, what are the benefits it gives and how we are going to utilize it. When we go to the temple, we must go with full awareness of the divine there, without looking here, there, any places, whole concentration, whole this one. What is Pujari doing? What is he doing? What is happening? How many people have come? All this we are not concerned. When we from the ashrama, whenever we visit a temple, about few kilometers before, we start discussing about the temple. Somebody mentions something about the temple. Then in that awareness, we straight away go to the shrine, Garbha Mandira, look at the deity, bow down. We don't even see what is happening here and there. First at the feet of the Lord, the image, and try to create the image of the image in our heart. Clearly we see from foot to head, close our eyes and try to bring that back to our mind. And then we go around, bow down again silently, without seeing anything. Then we go and sit in a corner. And then offer our worship, mental worship, washing feet, padya, arghya, honoring, achamaniya, the rinsing the mouth, then giving Gandha Pushpa Dhupa Deepa Nevedya. Mentally offer the chandana, tilaka, on the feet chandana. Then we offer flowers, tilaka and all the, then we give some offering. Then again Pushpanjali. All this we do as the worship is done in the temple, as the scriptural injunction goes on. We do the simplest possible puja with whole devotion and feeling the presence of the deity in our heart. Then we continue to sit for some time. Vedic chantings we do. We sing some bhajans and then slowly get up. Anybody wants to put any karnika or donation in the boxes or here, there, they keep everything ready. They don't take out the purse to search for anything. No, they keep, even before they go, oh, it is here, this is how we are going to offer. Tuck, 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 they will be putting down. So, there won't be any kind of diversion. We don't even look at who was the pujari, how was he doing puja. No, I have done the puja to the sitting in a corner, calling on the God, carrying him in my heart. I have done the puja myself. So nothing more to. Then with great joy we come out and then spend some more time here, there. And see, that is, many people go to pilgrimage for some great places like Kashi. And when coming back, they have not actually felt the presence of God. They have so much of complete, everywhere dirt was there. I will never go again to such temples. Oh, except God you saw everything. Only dirt you saw and came. What is within you? So this view, when we go to the temple, see that you feel the presence while going, while being there, while coming back. Except God, nothing must be there in you. Then only that faith yields, and you are going, Sri Ramakrishna says, going to a pilgrimage. If you don't attain devotion, what is the use of your going? So the purpose of our going to a temple is to acquire the devotion to God. When I come back, I'll be able to get more attached to God, more deeper aspect of my intimacy and love. I become more and more close to God. So this is the main purpose, the pilgrimage. And this another aspect of it is that the temple is built in such a way, it is just like body. Now, it's a replica of man lying down. The temple is constructed just like bodily structure. The heart is the Garbha Mandira where the shrine is kept. Exactly above the shrine is the Kalasha. Kalasha is the Jivatman, represents the Jivatman, always looking, that Kalasha is that point, the uppermost tip is constantly looking at the infinite sky. It is looking at it wants to go away. It is something is holding it. The gravity is holding it. It wants to go away, expand in that infinite space. It wants to become one. The Jivatman wants to become one with the Paramatman. And that is represented by the Kalasha. Kalasha Ghata is always representing the divine in a human. Ghata Ghata me. In Hindi they use extremely, very commonly. Ghata Ghata me leta hai. In every pot, the body is considered as a pot in which God dwells. So we see that identity, the whole thing is like the back portion. When the temple, Garbhagudi, the backmost portion, from behind we bow down sometimes. From front we do bow down, and from behind also. The image will be in the center of the Garbhagudi. Exactly above is from behind if you go, there is a distance between the wall and the place where the deity is placed, the altar on which the deity is kept, the image is kept. So this last point represents the Agnya Chakra. Sahasrara cannot be represented. The Agnya and then the heart. These are the important centers where we dwell. One is Mooladhara. After Mooladhara, straight away, the other two are passing centers. We come to the Anatha, have the Savikalpa, and the last, the Divine Mother, before we enter into the Absolute. Here is the next center. So these two are the last edge of my sleeping, remains that pole, the Jivatman. The pole is Dhvajastambha. There will be Dhvajastambha in temple, front of the temple. The Dhvajastambha is represented by, while sleeping, the last portion of the leg. Or sometimes they keep the Dhvajastambha inside and have a huge tower there. The tower will have, is supposed to have at least 6 stories The seventh is the topmost. 6 stories will be there, and then the ground, and again 6 below. The 14 lokas are represented by the gopuram in the front, traditionally. They go same depth as the tower is above, or they may be compressed below. And we have the whole 14 lokas, and feet represents where I move about. The leg always are the locomotive part of the bodily existence. I move from place to place. I go from planes to planes of existence, from one body to another body. This, my traveling, I am traveling through the 14 lokas. And the heart is a place where the God is supposed to, image kept is the Lord residing in the jiva, that is antaryamin. If I sleep like the horizontally, my heart, the image is kept. And my existence, the jivatman, how it feels, God dwelling inside, and there is the jivatman. Jivatman and Paramatman are together in the heart center. The how it will be longing to go, the whole bodily structure, the temple is the bodily structure, deep inside in the Garbha Mandira is, and the Jivatman wants to expand and be one with the Absolute. It is constantly struggling to go beyond. So this is represented by the Kalasha. So the whole picture of the temple is in such a way that as if you are sleeping and the Lord is there within you and you are longing to become one with the impersonal Absolute. The personal God to be with you as long your individual existence remains in this relative existence, cosmic existence. You are with God wherever you go within the creation, and you have the ultimate goal to go and reach the impersonal Absolute, the ocean of bliss, peace, love, Absolute. So this is what the plan of the temple. If you study a little deeper, you will understand how they have designed the temple. All aspects of creation are there, even in the two-dimensional. Suppose you take Sri Chakra. In Sri Chakra, how the creation emerges out, how the jivas come out, what is the law from the bindu onwards. The beyond bindu is not perceived. It cannot be represented by anything. From the bindu onwards, space and time when begins after when the creation. Just like I am sleeping and going to sleep, I have to come back again, wake up. I dissolve. I go to the last, from this gross body of external awareness, I shrink. I cross the subtle, I cross the causal and go to the bindu. And in bindu, I expand into the cosmic consciousness. And while waking up, I again come to the bindu and project out. This bindu is the bindu. Same thing happens. Microcosm and macrocosm are built on the same principle. So the individual bindu and the cosmic bindu we can equate. That is there in the center of the Sri Chakra, and how it blooms into various, how the Chit Shakti becomes Prakriti, Prakriti becomes Vikriti, various stages of the Vikriti's evolution are shown in that Sri Chakra. It represents both Jiva, how it evolves, how it again goes into the Bindu is the place where we merge back, where the universe merges, and the Bindu is the place where from it emerges out. So, like that, everything is symbolized and designed properly. Means everything is systematic representation of the what is there. Even when we do the Havana Homa, we see a diagram is drawn. It is two-dimensional diagram of the universe. It represents the universe and how the fire is the great time. Kalosmi in Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna says, I am the great time, Mahakala. So that the fire represents the Kala, this represents the universe. Universe is governed by the time. Time is consuming everything. Life comes in the universe, remains for some times and goes away. The Kala is deciding everything. How beautiful you see. So all these are represented there. The Agni, the Ahuti I am putting is how everything is being consumed by the Kala, nothing remains. The whole universe dissolves and goes off again manifests, grossifies. So the fire to represent, we draw the Bhupura, the two dimension of the whole universe. On that fire is burning of time, and every life, every object comes and remains for some time and goes off. Ahutis are the things that are in the universe. A great cosmic sacrifice is constantly going on. We are all small ahutis in that. We come, we spend our life and disappear. Like ahuti put in the. So everything, whatever you see in Hinduism, has a philosophical background, has a reality to depict, which actually tallies with something in the universe. Our own existence, of the Prakriti, of the beyond. It is representations of all things, symbolized way of presenting. And this has to be, each time what we do, it has to be contemplated. Now I am doing one homa. Each step is given goes with a meditation. Behind every act, behind every rite, behind every ritual, there is a meditation. Even in puja, while we are doing worship, there is dhyana. Kurma mudra we put and take a flower, make dhyana. Whom am I worshipping? And identify this, what you are meditating upon as deity, with the absolute existence, eternal, unchanging reality. It has manifested here in my heart and receive my worship in and through this deity, form of the deity. This is how we see, and when we come to the temple, we saw various aspects, the purpose for which the main thing is our life must be purposeful, our life must be meaningful, and our life must have absolute fulfillment, not partial fulfillment, and die with lot of conflicts within, internal conflicts, die with unfulfilled desires, die with struggle, despondency. No, with fulfillment, joyfully throw the body, knowing who you are. Just like the children throw away clothes and go for swimming. Like that, you are going into the ocean of bliss to swim, leaving this body. So before the body falls off, before the old age catches us, possesses us, before it gives me pain and suffering, before I am snatched away of my body, I have to leave the body and live within. Ready to go, saying bye to everything and including body. Body is going to perish. I am going to be eternal. So while living in the body, to know myself independent of body and my being immortal is the purpose of human life. So to fulfill this purpose of human life, to remind, to keep the light burning all the time in and through activities from childhood to old age. The evening of life is going to come. Before that you have to reach something to charge yourself, something to remind yourself, there is the temple where you go and bow down. Oh Lord, you have brought me into this world. For what? Make me fulfill the purpose for which you have brought me here into this world. I have no purpose. I did not come out of for any purpose. You have the purpose. You fulfill. Give me that fulfillment. How long shall I remain as a body which is giving constantly pain and old age? I cannot get up and walk also. Slowly it collapses. And what is the purpose for which you brought? You try to fulfill. I don't know my past. I don't know my future. I surrender to you. This is the place where we evolve spiritually, and whatever we need, day-to-day life, that we get charged. There are shocks of life. There are so much of confusion. I was just talking to a Swami on the phone, and the Swami was telling, see, world, you are going in a rough terrain in the world. When the vehicle goes, how it gets tossed, but you don't feel anything if you have a fine vehicle with nice shock absorbers and helical springs. You will not know. The vehicle is jumping about and you are feeling comfortable within, because there are shock absorbers. There are springs to receive the shocks. So within us is that shock absorbers. The Lord presents Himself in my heart. All the blows that we get, all the tortures and insults, whatever happens in our life, there is a shock absorber. You just transfer it to there and nothing happens to you. Everything is, there is a inside, indweller is constantly there. And this indweller is what we are trying to identify there, and the whole thing is your spiritual evolution, your fulfillment, absolute fulfillment. You will not, if you have a particular place and particular devata, I have seen in my life such devotees, they have not missed, whenever they are sick also, they have come for the evening prayer in the temple. When I was in Bangalore, I used to wonder, people, heavy rains, so much, they somehow avoid all engagements in the evening. See, here in our Indian land, especially in Bengal, they blow conch in the evening. In war fields also, once the conch is blown, everything will stop, as it is where they are. And no more wars, no more things, no more confusion. Now it is time to, like cows returning home, they all, with all how much struggle, how much enmity, how much of enthusiasm or struggle they were fighting, all that calms down. Immediately when the conch is blown, they start retiring. There is no, even the mind is supposed to leave things as they are. Don't, in the war field, I am fighting in the war field, and the moment conch is blown, is left off. The enmity is dropped off. Tomorrow I will come and hit him here, there, he has hit me. No thought of it. Retire. Just silently they go. It is time to give for God. Similarly, you see, when the conch is blown in the ashramas and temples for the evening worship, the evening arati and all, after that nobody should move about anywhere. They must calmly go back. Now it is time to retire from the world and call on God. So that retiring and going towards the divine. This is the how we retire from all activities. This is the withdrawal. When we go to the temple, this evening, you have to give some time exclusively to God, where nothing of this world remains in you. If you are there, Sri Ramakrishna says, in the house, always worldly talks and worldly problems. Retire some time. There is need of ekanta. Daily 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever you can get, and 1 hour. Just retire to some corner where nothing disturbs you. Go to some place where nothing disturbs you, not even your own mind. The mind carries all the impression and start struggling. Even that you must have practice. The moment you come out, drop it off. Drop it off means drop it off totally. Not to carry it all the time. We carry things. More than attending, we carry things. This gives lot of problem in our life. Now this is the most important part, is to retire from all things and call on God every day. And this is where you get charged. Now next day they have to go for war again. The war continues. Next day again there will be bugle blown for the war to take place. All will be waiting with their weapons. Till it is blown, you cannot go. When they blow the conch or the bugle, immediately they rush, akraman. So like that I have to go and again fall in the world. I have to be in the war field again of this world. How to protect myself unless I spend some time in the morning, as soon as I get, charge myself. So where to charge? In the family people running about here and there, I go to my shrine room, I can hear people shouting, the TV is on elsewhere. Oh, I can't even think of God peacefully. So is the temple, where you get charged. You are getting charged with the spiritual capability. You are getting charged with the divine, that you can withstand any shocks of the world. Nothing affects you. You peacefully are able to do your spiritual practices and also the rest of the activities of life as spiritual practices. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.